Hey, this is Bug Powder Dust. Thank you for joining me for episode 11, actually. We're on. I was about to say 10. 11 of this Psychos in the Jungle Rimworld playthrough, and we are on vanilla. Mostly, apart from two mods. We've got one mod which shows the temperature in Fahrenheit, and one mod which allows you to see them talking to each other just for a little bit of flavour. We're also playing on Cassandra, and we're playing on rough. That's to bring you up to speed. Now, first things first, I've decided just as a one-off to monetize this video, purely because I've never monetized anything on YouTube before. And I'm curious to see exactly how little I'll earn. Because I'm only getting, I don't know, 200, 300 views on a video after like 2-3 weeks or so. And I'm really curious as to, I'm not, as I said before, I'm not doing this for the money. This is a hobby for me. This is, just something I enjoy doing, and if people enjoy watching me, that's fantastic. I'm just curious at the mechanics of it. So if you have encountered adverts or whatever else happens on these videos when they're monetized, and again, I'm not entirely clear, then apologies. This is the only time it's going to happen. I'm not monetizing this series any further because it's kind of pointless. It just annoys people. I mean, who likes adverts, really? I don't know anybody who likes adverts. So I won't be inflicting this on you again. I'm just curious as to how the whole system works, because I'm in Creator Studio and looking at all that good stuff. So yeah, anyway, there we go. This is going to be a bumper episode today because I feel like we need to kind of move on and make some progress with this. I've noticed Chris is sleeping on the floor, actually, because we haven't given him a bed. Oh boy, sorry Chris, we'll sort that out. Just want to say thank you everybody for the comments on yesterday's video, much appreciated. Got some things that I need to take care of. Firstly, thank you to Gareth Farrell, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. He told me how to change the elephant name because I was struggling. Apparently it's under the training tab. There we go. I don't want to call him Elephant One, that sounds rubbish. So he's like the first elephant, so I'm going to call him... I'm struggling to not call him Dumbo. I think I want to call him Primo, because he's like our first proper animal. That lizard we had, Midori, yeah, doesn't really count. It's a lizard, for heaven's sake. So Primo the elephant. And Siam I Am made the point, why don't you let him go and hang out with his friends down here, which is kind of, because he's kind of stuck up here. That's not a bad idea, and there's no reason why I can't do that. Maybe he'll talk them into joining us. I'm sure it doesn't work that way, but we can pretend, can't we? So let's expand allowed areas and allow him to kind of wander down here as well, just for some extra bits and pieces. Now, I'd rather he didn't actually come over here. I know he can't get to it, but I don't want to tempt fate particularly. So yeah, so he's got plenty of food and whatnot to get access to, so thank you for that. That's much appreciated. I've had a couple of people, Sylvie and Chris, who told me that really we need to get these depressed colonists onto drugs ASAP. The tortured artist, and I think it's Infinite Koi who's depressive. These are really bad debuffs, but also more importantly, and I think they both suggested this, give them some full-on recreation time, a couple of blocks in the morning if they want it, and a couple of blocks at night as well. And if they don't need or want recreation, they'll just go and do something else. So it's no harm to put it in, but it means that they'll get a really nice buff if their recreation is fully satisfied. On that note, I'm probably going to build a chest table as well. That's under recreation, isn't it? How much is that? 70 wood, which you don't have at the moment. Okay, so let's get some cutting going. Sylvie also pointed out that when I think it was Koi went off in a rage, he smashed up the lamp in here. So we'll quickly get that installed. Put that. So thank you for that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, the other thing was I noticed how useful tooltips are. When the game's loading, you get these tooltips, and some of those tooltips are actually really useful. Some things I didn't really think of. It's like the one I loaded in just now. It said, don't let your colonists splosh through water. They don't like it, so build a bridge. Actually, that makes sense, because you do see debuffs saying soaking wet, so that kind of makes a lot of good sense. The other thing I've noticed, I'm running out of compacted machinery, so I'm going to start mining some of that. There is some machinery here, which we'll get to. That's probably not. Let's just do those two, and it hopefully should open up another one. And also there's some compacted machinery. Oops, hang on, what did I do? I was still selected on that. I'm going to mine the machinery here as well. So I need to start getting some of this back. Got some, is that silver? Yeah, silver. Sorry, steel. That's actually, oh, hang on. In my head I was thinking silver steel, but it's not. It's actually money. Let's mine that out as well. can never have enough money. I've got some compact machinery there, so we're good for components for now, and we've got some steel here as well, which is great. Okay, let's get going. So what I'm going to do, this generator is in the wrong place as far as I'm concerned. I want to expand my store downwards, not upwards. I'm going to have to move these. This is precious real estate. I'm going to use this for other stuff. So this I'm going to deconstruct because I can't move it. I'm also going to expand this out as well, which we've got limestone blocks. I'm going to move the kitchen and the butchery up here because down here is just annoying. This was only like a make-do, never supposed to be there for very long. I'm going to build a copy of that, stick it in here, and also one there as well. Hopefully get that finished today. Structure, get some limestone. Yeah, so I'm going to have to put some wooden bridges in there and use a wooden wall there perhaps. In fact, if I go up another square, okay, that's interesting. I'll work around this. I may have to use wooden bridges and wooden walls. Okay, good. Okay, got first crop coming in, which is excellent. Well, first crop here, I think. Okay, it's coming in there. We could do with getting some... Where's my land? He's over here. Visiting grave. After you visit the grave, could you sow the... We need the drugs, man. Alright, so this room's done. That's brilliant. The page is on this. Must be getting its construction up now. Very nice. Jolly good. Gonna put some wood flooring down here. Yep, putting roofs on. That's good. Is he building a bed? Yeah, see, building his own bed. This is probably going to be his room, I think. Here we go. Train the elephant. Okay, so let's assign Chris to that. Just make sure that he gets a bed. Now, I'm going to put vents in. Because it's pretty... See, the passive cooler is doing a really good job there. So I'm going to stretch it out here. Where are we? Temperature, vents. Everyone's been talking about vents. Put some vents in. Alright, I'm doing it. There you go. So I don't know how far that'll stretch. I'm going to put another passive cooler in here as well. Let's mine a couple of spots here. Ah, we're so low on stone the whole time. Okay. Not great on wood either, for that matter. Where's Chris going? Ah, okay, limestone from here. That's actually not a bad idea, you know. Let's claim. I claimed it already. Okay, fine. Let's deconstruct them. No, that didn't work. Perfect. Maybe I can deconstruct these granite columns as well. There's no harm in that. In fact, if we're going to be doing work over here, I'm going to stick a door in here because we haven't done that yet. What have we got here? That's not enough. I need 25. I've got wood. If I stick in a wood door just for now, it's not ideal. In fact, I'd like them to have a kind of route through here, but that's a lot of mining. So let's just do something quick and dirty. We stick a door in here and then just mine out that block. That'll do. So let's do that. Is that wooden? Alright. Chris has come back the long way. Or the short way given where his destination is, so that makes sense. What are you doing, Chris? You're meditating in the dark. Why not? Why not indeed? Desperate for flooring, desperate for stone, desperate for wood. Desperate for energy. Wow, the wind stopped blowing. We need to research. We need so much stuff. This is going to be our store, I think. This makes sense. So we can get rid of all this loose stuff here, which is just annoying. So let's do that. Zone, stockpile zone. Stick it in there. It's got good access from everywhere. Let's take the copy and stick the paste. Whoa, what happened there? Till I get a bit zealous with... Wow, okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. That's a much better shape. Right, so we can now delete that zone. Doink. We can delete that zone as well. Doink. Oh, what's that? Guinea pig fur. Interesting. And just make sure this is good for textiles. Where would textiles be manufactured? Textiles. It needs to be textiles. In fact, pretty much everything can come in here, apart from food, really. So yeah, take all your manufactured goods, stick it in there. Raw resources, not so interested. Weapons, apparel, buildings. Yeah, sure, why not? Chunks, corpses, no. Okay, good. I'll make this kind of preferred. Okay. Bit of a long way to get to the bedrooms. That's not ideal. Again, we're going to sort of mine a zone in through here. Pagezilla is going to actually go and sleep there instead. Okay, so now we can use that bed maybe as another prison bed. Let's just uninstall that for now. Now what we can do now is deconstruct all this stuff, free up some resources, because those rooms don't need to be there anymore. Nobody seems to be stone cutting, did I suspend that? I didn't. Okay, so who's on crafting? What's Infinite Koi doing, generally speaking? He is digging. Okay. We need a light source in here. So Infinite Koi is generally doing... Okay, so he's mining at the moment. What's he like at mining? Right, I want him to mine and craft. So those are the two things that you want to do, dude. You're not very good at them at the moment, but you will be. Let's have a quick look at your crafting skills. Okay, and mining. It's kind of going up slowly. Alright. Alright, fine. Vents are built, so this is a little bit cooler in here now. Thank you to the passive cooler, which is going for another 1.1 days. Got a little bit of wood. Where's the wood stored? Just out of interest. The wood is stored down here. Is it deteriorating? It is deteriorating. So we need to build a little wood store, really, don't we? I'll tell you what we could do. We could put the wood in here. Just because wood does deteriorate. Where are we? It's raw resources, isn't it? And wood. That's the only thing really that I care about, particularly here. This wood store is now no longer relevant because the generator's disappeared. We can install the generator up here. Do we have enough left to rebuild it? Let's have a quick look. 100 steel, 2 components, so not really, but we can queue it up because we have steel and components here, which I don't think are counted towards the total. Yeah, it's not because we have a component. I've got 5 there. That's interesting. Oh, because it's not a stockpile anymore. Yeah, understood. Right, so let's quickly do that. Power, wood-fired generator. Stick it up here for now. It's just so it's out of the way. Plumb it in. I don't want to connect a generator to generator. If you're watching the last series, you know why. It's not very efficient, and if this dies for some reason, then you lose the link completely. And raiders do have a habit of going for generators, so there we go. Is that door built now? Yes, it is. Excellent. So let's mine that out then. Donk. And I have a nice little shortcut. Okay, so discharging slowly. That's okay. Oh, pausing. Quest available. The monster structure. A mysterious message has arrived. It seems transmitted by a machine persona that refuses to name itself. The message asks that you build a very specific monument. It's 9 by 4 in size and will require these resources. Any of metallic, woody, stony by 80, steel 28, sandstone blocks 24. It must be completed within 9 days and you get 25 hyperweave. Not overly bothered about that. That's hyperweave. It's only 25. You can't really do anything with that. Hyperweave's great, but not in those quantities. So I'm saying, nope. It's not enough. Sorry. Milan, when you do that, please go and sow the area. It's not very windy at the moment. We need to research some. Need solar, really. Solar and gun turrets is what we need. With solar panel there. It's not a great deal, is it? Let's actually crack on with that. It'll take who's our researcher? Yeah, it'll take Paige out a little bit. I want him to be growing. We need to get stuff in the ground. How you doing, Primo? Need some food. Ambrosia spout. Ooh. Okay, great. Okay, let's mark that. Can you mark that as a growing zone? Will it be auto harvested? It won't, will it? It doesn't work that way, I don't think. Okay, let's just mark it with a good old fashioned like that, just so it reminds us that there's something there. We can get to that in due course. Right. There's nobody on our human leather hats, so we've got nowhere to store these things. Yeah, we have got hauling. Hauling is good. It's not very popular. Also busy. Alright, furniture. Let's get some flooring down, shall we? Floors. Wooden floor. Not that one. It's pretty hot outside. Decent amount of stuff here, that's great. Major break risk. Infinite poison, not very happy. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, there we go. Nice little shortcut. Brilliant. That's what we want. So Chris, when you've done that, can you haul the blocks back? All the stone we get will be very welcome. Meanwhile, now we've got the shortcut in place, we can get these harvested. Plenty of food lying about, this is good. Looks like our food situation is now rectified. This is really quite ugly, this offends me. We need somebody to clean, really. I mean, pages kind of... The trouble is you put in a cleaning task in, they just clean everywhere, so it's kind of, it's a little bit hard to do. Do you know, why is nobody doing up there? That's really frustrating. Tell you what, guys, can you not sew here? I want you to sew up here. Oh, okay. Well, go and sew up there. Thank you. Page, meantime, you can haul. Need to get some smoke leaf. Oh, good, the generator's up. Excellent. Let's untoggle automatic refuel. Chris on another food binge. He likes his Cheetos. Let's harvest that up. In fact, do you know what? There's a trick I did in the last game. Let me just stick a growing zone there, there. And then what I'll do, we'll set them to berries and they'll harvest automatically. So I don't know if you were aware of this. Growing zone. So that's to berries. And you set this one to berries. Is it here? That? Yeah. Then what will happen is they will harvest it automatically rather than me having to do it manually, which is quite nice. Although honestly, this is quite boring, and I think I've lost interest already, if I'm being honest. So those will do. The rest I'll just set manually. Really, it's quite dull. Let's just double click those. Harvest. Okay, good. So food-wise, this is a pretty decent biome. It's not a real big deal. There is a little bit of hauling going on. Just binging out. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to move... Oh, we can't move them, that's so frustrating. Okay. Temperature cooler, 90 steel. Don't have 90 steel. I'm going to put them over here. Then we can expand upwards. A little bit, maybe expand down to here. But these are, I should have kind of thought ahead and just moved these. So silver ore, very good. Chris with the inspired creativity again, excellent. So this seems to be a bit of a pattern. Chris has a break, and then he gets inspired creativity as a result. Is that as a result of the break? Catharsis, interesting. Interesting, okay. Inspired creativity. What can we give him to make? That's going to be epic. What? Get to build a statue out of granite blocks. We could do that, couldn't we? He's a constructor rather than a crafter, though. Let's just read this. Next item, art or furniture he creates. Okay. Alright. We don't have an art table, unfortunately. Crafting is 2. So... It does say furniture, though, doesn't it? So we can get him to do something impressive, which is furniture. Let's go do an armchair. How much is an armchair? 110 cloth. What other stuff do we have here? Hang on, let's... No. There's no... Okay. Stick in a stockpile zone. Stick in a stockpile zone. So at least then it should then register on the side here. Okay, so we can't do an armchair. That's a shame. I don't want to waste this opportunity. Should get Chris just make some dining chairs. End tables might not be a bad idea. It's only 30 wood. Yeah. Let's make some end tables. What's he doing? He's hauling, then he's resting. Okay. Who else is on construction? No. Okay, second priorities. Good. Right. Major break risk. Trouble with mining, it takes so long. I'm tempted just to cancel this now. We've got enough compactor machinery to keep us going for a little bit, so let's just cancel that. We need steel more than anything else, so let's get that queued up. Is there any steel down here? Yeah, there's also we can dig here and then organically make the prison bigger, which is no bad thing. We can fit 2 prisoners in. Infinite Koi's mining situation. So he is learning slowly. I'd rather he treat that as a kind of second fiddle, and he does stone masoning as a first. What is that? Why are we putting it there? Stockpile zone. Really? Oh, was that as I drag it too far from there? Okay, let's get rid of that. That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. Infinite Koi, can you just move that when you get a second? Okay, so he's stone cutting now, which is exactly what we want. Is that limestone? It is. Good. So we'll be able to finish those in due course. Meanwhile, drugs are fully planted, which is excellent. Trees down. Taming elephant. Okay, good. We want elephant babies, that's what we want. Yeah, the other thing we need to do is build bridges as well. Is it structure? Bridge. That was here, wasn't it? I think here too. Yep, marshy soil. Let's build a bridge there as well, because that's only going to support a floor, so that doesn't matter too much. How about here? If we get the flooring in ahead of time, we can see where we need it, so that's okay. Right, we need it. Yeah, we need bridges there as well. Alright, so that's quite helpful. Alright, good. So, yeah, food situation still looks fine. There's plenty of stuff we've not brought in yet. Spawns in 28 days, 38 days. This is the beauty of rice and potatoes. You can sit out forever. No one's growing the strawberries. Minimum skill 5. So really it's up to Milan to do that. So Milan, I'd prefer if you... Oh, Milan doesn't have the skills. Is it Paige? Koi? I know someone has. Chris. Oh, it's Chris. Everything seems to be on Chris at the moment. Where's Chris's growing set to? It is set to priority. You know, we're not too bothered about him mining or plant cutting. Let's cut him some slack. Doesn't seem to be doing everything at the moment. He's like, nah, I'm going to go cloud watching, thanks mate. Let's have a quick look at, was it Infinite Koi who needs the depressive? Yeah, so recreation's a bit low. Alright. This 41% chance is failing quite a lot, isn't it? Come on, Chris, you can do this. Let's make these tables. I haven't got enough wood. There's some epic tables being built. Let's see where we are with this. Yeah, okay. Yay, I was no longer inspired. Damn, Wild Man wanders in. He's called Maposer. Alright, I hope you're a psycho. Because you'd fit right in if you were. Oh, he's an inventor. Okay, so that means his... he thought his intellectual skill would be good. He's incapable of violence. Oh, God. So he's the other end of the spectrum to being a psychopath. Okay, so he's a slowpoke and he's gay. We've got lots of men in the colony, so we'll see where that goes. So he's slow, however, he's very good at craft. This is actually really useful. He's really good at crafting and artistic and social. Although it's low, he's got 2 bars, good at medical. Okay, well that's actually quite helpful because someone crafting 9 would be really good. Cool, good. Alright, let's tame him up then. It's always very interesting, isn't it? Can we get these VAR? Can we, if I claim it... Oh, we can uninstall it. Brilliant. Here you go. Ah, taming. Let's reinstall that. Stick it in someone's bedroom, shall we? They spend quite a lot of time here, so I'm tempted to turn this into a rec room now. It's too open and spacious, so let's turn it into a rec room, but we'll install that there. So Paige, seeing as you're in the area, after you finish doing your taming, if you could... Oh, hang on, that's the wrong spot. I need to right-click here. If you could... Oops. If you could do that, that'd be fantastic. Is this going to be one shot, one tame? Sung a lullaby. Talks about xenohumans. No, 17%. Okay, fine. This could be a long-term thing. There you go. Doink. We have the urn. Amazing. Now, we can't do that with these things, can we? No. Is that a table? Wow. Excellent. And another urn. Brilliant. Let's claim those. It's a long way away. But I'm no shrinking violet when it comes to taking stuff that nobody's going to miss and putting it in our own base. Ah, some rhinos. They're not quite as cute as elephants, if I'm being quite honest. So, hey, Primo, we're going to have a chat. Going to have a chat with them. Chris, where you go? Oh, okay. It's this construction task. Might as well haul it back then. Chris has got to be the man. He's hauling a granite table all on his own. That's no mean feat, is it? Right, we need, honestly speaking, now how slow does this slow you down? 87%. Any kind of walkways and stuff going on here? Tempted to put in walkways. Just wooden floor for now. I'll speed things up a little bit. Cool. Some more metal. Right, so what we're going to do here, sandstone blocks, we're going to make this into a rec room, all on its own. So, structure, sandstone, put a door there, a door there, and like that. So it's nice and enclosed. Get granite doors on there, 25, 50, 75. Yeah, marble column. Be nice to have that in there, but you can't seem to move it, which kind of makes sense given that columns are pretty big things. I have claimed everything in here, haven't I? Yeah. We need to do some cleaning. It's absolutely disgusting in here. Need our rec room to be nice, because then you get a nice buff for it. Can you repair that while you're there? That'd be fab. And then repair that. That'd be fab. Brilliant. And that floor's quite ugly, so let's do that. Okay, good. Get some flooring in. It's amazing. Okay, Milan's on the stone. This is actually really good. We've got metal there. Sorry, metal. We've got metal here, we've got metal here, we've got compact machinery here and here. This is actually pretty sweet. I like it. Uh-oh. Chris has got sleeping sickness. Okay, right, Chris, you need to go to bed. Go directly to bed. Do not pass go. Do not collect. £200. Right, who's our best doctor? Is it Milan? Okay, Milan, if you can get in here, that'd be awesome. To tend to Chris. Chris, make sure Chris has got the good stuff. He does. Now, I don't know a lot about sleeping sickness. Looks like you can get immunity to it, so okay, that's good. And while we're there, can you clean this dirty hospital? So what's the situation here then? So we've got immunity is tracking behind the sickness. Ding 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 ding. Right. How hot is it? 30 degrees. We need somebody to refuel the passive cooler. So if you can do that when you're done, that'd be amazing. Come on. Come on. Train him, train him, train him. Failed. Good. Right, it's nice and getting cooler in there. That's good. We're doing with the sandstone wall. No one's got to it yet. Everyone's busy, busy, busy. Ah, we have drugs. Okay, good. So this is our production room. Actually, Paige, when you finish doing that, can you just clean this up because it is filthy in here as well. So we're going to set up a drug crafting area. Now, there's no bench for that, is it? You just do it at a crafting spot, I think. And if you have any spare chairs or benches? No, we don't. Alright. Just get a standard stool. Now here, we're going to create smoke leaf joint times 4. Do it. Do it forever. Until you run out. And then we'll get it, just stick it on the floor, because just here is fine. Drop on floor. Cool. Right. Now we've got that, we need to manage a drug policy. Select policy, social drugs, beer, smoke leaf joint, frequency. How do you change this? I can't even remember. Hang on. Well, I completely messed that up, haven't I? Delete policy. Delete policy. 5. Select policy. Social drugs. I think I struggled with this last time. Smoke leaf joint. How do I set the frequency? I think I bumbled across this and managed to do it last time. You can set a frequency on it, but I'll be darned if I can remember. Do I do it here? No, that's the same thing. New policy, delete policy. Wow. Social drugs. Smoke leaf joint. No, that's not it. Oh, scheduled. Right, okay, got it. Smoke leaf joint. Not every day. So every couple of days. Only if moved below 80%. Only if recreation below 80%. Right, so we want Chris on that. Milan doesn't need it. Paige, I don't think, doesn't need it. So it's Chris and Infinite Koi, right? Are they the depressives? Yes, and yes. Okay. Alright, good. Now, if we can tame the wild man, who happily is right there, then it means that we can get him to do the crafting, because that's what he's good at. He's a bit of a passenger when it comes to violence, but that's okay. That's alright. How's Chris getting on? Oops, wrong one. Assuming sickness. We are 3.7 versus 5% immunity. Okay, good. We're tracking in the right direction, so excellent. Taming these elephants is a little bit trickier than we expected. Oh, he's eating straight from the bush, and why wouldn't you? Slow walls. Now I'm not seeing the ancient danger on this map. Oh, manhunter pack. Emus. Two of them. Alright. Well, come and get some, basically. Come and get some. I'm going to set my elephant on you as well, so... How'd you like that? How'd you like them apples? Come on, emus. Freshly delivered meat. That's what we like. Okay, you coming? Yep. Right, everybody. Chris included. Can come to there. Primo the elephant. Let's just make sure that you are following your master in combat. What does that mean? Yep. And we will... No, I'm not going to release, actually. We'll release if he gets within melee range. If either of them get into melee range. Come on down. Okay, that's not great, is it? Right, who's got the animal to release? Nobody. Why is that? Paige. Release. Is it not trained up to that point? No. Is the elephant having a go anyway? Oh, it is! Excellent. Well done, Primo. You're a man. Well, elephant. But you know what I mean. Right, so Chris can go back to bed. What's the situation here? Is there anything? He got cracked in his right leg. Milan got bitten on his right foot. Infinite Koi and Paige. Okay, cool. So Chris is going to play some horseshoes. Infinite Koi can rescue the emu. Oh, we could though, couldn't we? Does that tame them automatically, I wonder? Emu. I don't know. I don't think it does. We want the meat anyway. Let's get the meat. So let's put it up to there. Paige, when you're done doing that, can you... No. Can you... No. Let's get on to move out of the way. Primo, can you move, please? Need to get to this emu. Cool. He stood on him. Cool. Jolly good, thank you for that. Let's haul, thank you for that. All that. And we are done. Outstanding. Manhunter pack. Ha! Right, this is for... There seems to be a breakdown in communication here. No chunks. We'll have corpses, but only if they're rotten. This is our rotten corpse pile. And technically it's only for animals. So, Chris, can you grab one of those? And when you're done, you grab the other one. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Desiccated. Great. Right. So, Milan, you can self-tend if you want to. I'd rather you didn't use any medicine for this. You're going to tend to yourself momentarily. It's only a scratch. Anybody can stick a plaster on, can't they? Right. We still haven't built this yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that all of them or just one? Just one. Okay. That's not good. That is not good. Right, guys. Get up. Paige, get out of there. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Unfortunately, elephants are not that quick, but he does seem to be keeping up, which is a little bit concerning. Primo, close your eyes, mate. It's not going to be pretty. Alright, well, alright, you know, they're trying to tame you. Dear, oh dear. Don't hit Paige. Don't hit Paige. Wow. What happened? Scratches. Okay. 208% bleeding. Oh, jeepers creepers. Paige, get to bed. Fast. Yes, rest. Wow. She firmly touched the elephant. Okay. Apparently you can get elephant tusks. I don't quite know. Is that when they're downed, you create a like an operation thing like you used to do with the downed mechanoids? You could take off their scyther arms. I guess that's probably how you do it. I don't know. Or maybe it appears when you butcher it. No idea. We shall find out. Okay. We need to get wooden flooring down there because that's super slow. Alright. Now, Paige is being treated straight away. Good. That's a lot of bleeding from 2 scratches, isn't it? Damn. Alright. Everyone's in bed. From an emu beak. So, just out of interest, where's Chris? Oh, Chris is in bed. Infinite Koi making a smoke leaf joint. Oh yeah. There we go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Takes a while. It makes a frying noise. I didn't know that was the case. No, Chris is right on it straight away. Oh man, that was amazing. Oh, everyone's happy. We can go back to bed now. Do. He's making more smoke leaf. He's obsessed now. Right. Milan, you're praying. Can you just butcher... No, not... Yeah, can you eat this elephant, please? Raw. Our food situation is looking quite nice, but it is really warm outside. Cooler in here though. This is good. These passive coolers are doing a job. I need more wood. Wood cutting does not seem to be a thing. Let's make it a thing. We do need to cut these trees down. We need wood. I think the next run through is going to be on the beach somewhere. I don't know about you, but I really, really miss the beach. Oh, stuck inside. Stuck in the house and its perimeter. Lockdown is no fun. But lucky to have a garden though. But yeah, we'll have a playthrough with with the beach. Not garden, the beach. Next time, I think. Because I'm fond of sand dunes and salty air. Right. How's the taming going with this dude? Okay, got another one coming. So what has he got? Crafting 9, statistics 3, intellectual. You'd have thought if he's an inventor, his intellectual would be a bit higher, but I guess he's good at learning. Alright, well, we saw how much firepower those elephants took to take them down, so I'm glad I didn't try and hunt them when we only had 2 people up and running. That was a good move. So I feel kind of vindicated from that. A group of travellers are passing by. Hello guys. Don't steal my potatoes. Thank you very much. No, don't harvest. Could you just haul for now? That'd be great. I'd rather you... Let's hold down the shift key. Just haul. Thank you very much. And then haul potatoes. Lovely. Right. Did it say they're passing by or... Right. Alrighty then. More smoke leaf. Everybody loves a bit of smoke leaf. Get the impression that construction's ground to a halt because Chris is in bed. It's not people's kind of top of the priority list, is it? I think you should be doing that before crafting, if I'm being honest, in front of Koi. We need this more than stone for now. There we go. Somebody constructing is good. When Chris is back, we can switch him back. But we've got a decent amount of blocks now. Great. So those walls are up. Now, if I remember correctly, they probably won't take... No, it's got to be wood. Alright. Well, that is not the end of the world, but I can't choose wood because we don't have any. So that's tricky. How about here? No. We do appear to have forgotten to build a limestone door, however. There we go. Good stuff. Construction skill will be getting boosted very nicely. He's got a flame on it, so that's quite nice. Right. Let's get rid of that. Page is fully healed. Still tapping away at the metal, that's good. Only have 75. This is annoying me, this whole area here. The sooner I can shift it to here, the better. Can we can reinstall, that's good. Excellent. Just in preparation, we need to put a power conduit just up here ever so slightly, so cooker there, butchery here. Much of a muchness. Attempts to put a door in here so they can come straight from here into here. And a door between the cook house and the butchery area, whichever they may be. So they get a flow into the storeroom. Freezer. A loner is passing by. Bloodlust. Ah, and ugly. Should we try and grab her? How near is she passing by? You can come through here. That'd be interesting. I might try and grab her. Treaty of Karga. Neutral. Come this way? No. Is it worth the ire? I mean, she's good at melee and she's really good at plants. She also doesn't give the monkeys. No, 4 times likely to start a social fight. Great. Is it worth it? Probably not at this stage. Later on, I don't care who's hostile or who isn't. I want to see this elephant butchered, so let's see if we get a tusk from it. Because I've read that you do, but I wasn't sure if you have to get it from it being downed or if you get it from just butchering it normally. This area is filthy. We're tracking it in through here probably, aren't we? Okay, bit cleaner. Failed. Never mind, better luck next time. Shooting right up. Gets to be quite a good constructor. It wasn't for the depression. And doink. We're there. So does this count as a room yet? I don't think it does. Still considered to be a workshop. Not anymore. Dining room. Awful, mediocre, somewhat spacious, ugly, dirty. Huh. That's because of this. You can see the blue line, so we're not quite there yet with it. Need to get a wall and a door. Sandstone. We've got enough sandstone. Yes, we have. And granite. We've got enough granite. Just enough granite. Milan, meanwhile, is working in the dark. That's no good. Flip the switch when you're done. There we go. So far, we're okay with the moods. Let's just check everybody quickly. Awful hospital, heat. Yeah, so nothing there I can do much about. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. Why are you soaking wet? You got a jacket, you got pants, you got a shirt. Okay. Oh, don't know why. You had to rebuff Paige, and then you rebuffed Paige. Oh. It changed. Somebody changed their mind. Interesting. Very interesting. Have to watch that relationship. This hospital's filthy. I've just got to clean this up. This is disgusting. How are you doing with your health, by the way? Your sleeping sickness. 26 and the immunity 43. Yep, so we're tracking well ahead. That's fine. Good. Well, we are 51 minutes in, and that time has absolutely flown by. I can't believe it's gone so quickly. I was expecting to be like 30 minutes or something. That's ridiculous. It's almost lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Actually, got quite a lot done. This guy, don't you wander off the map, mate. We want to try and get you. You have some skills useful to the colony. The next person who wanders by, if they're on their own, I am going to capture. Decided. I shouldn't have let that archer go. Rare Thrombols. With any luck, they'll self-tame. That would be impressive. Right. Structure. Wood. Wood. Do you know, I'm tempted. I'd rather not use wood if I don't have to. What have we got here? Limestone. Let's see if we can use some limestone and just make it a little bit bigger. Like that. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, doesn't really save me any effort there. So we're going to have to use wood, I think, for those. Unless I stretch that out. Hang on, let's move that. Let's put it up here. Can we use limestone here instead? Yeah, we can. Alright, it's a bit ugly, but it's better than wood, if I'm being quite honest. I'd rather not do that. Come on, let's get this done. Let's go. Get it done. Good. That's going to be wood there. New lovers. Milan and Paige. Oh, that's interesting. Milan charmed Paige by telling a tale about devils. She became aroused and agreed to become Milan's lover. Oh, they now want to sleep together. I'll bet they do. Okay, but the bedroom has to be awful. Alright, so Milan and Paige, we've got to get them a sexy double bed. Okay, we have to move that then. So we can make some space. Who's nearby? I shall get Milan to do it. It's your bed, dude. Right, furniture, double bed. Now, we've got enough wood. No, we don't. What's going to make it out of? Let's make it out of something else. Make it really grand, shall we? Sandstone. There we go. Sandstone double bed. No, not royal bed. Sandstone double bed. Yes. Excellent. Look at you go, all grand. I'll turn it around. That orientation offends me. Let's do that. Doink. And then we can uninstall that. Wait for somebody new to join. Right, that's limestone. That's to be deconstructed. That needs to be wood, if I remember correctly. Yep. Now, can it support a limestone door? It appears that it can. Excellent. Gonna need a lamp in there. Another ambrosius mount. That's interesting. Alright. Just out of interest, what about this one? Can this be harvested? Not yet. Well, it can be. Interesting. Okay. Let's just mark... Oh dear, I've lost lost track of it. It's so small. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. Don't give me the cassowaries. Not interested. Alright, let's go to... where was it? Quest tab. No. I'm looking for log. Log. Where's a log now? No. Where's a log? History. That's it. Messages. Brochure spout. Location. Here. Okay, let's mark that as well, because I'll never find it again otherwise. Definitely harvest that when they're ready. That's quite cool. If the animals don't get there first, of course. Right. Transport pod crash. That's interesting. 2 at once. Okay. A story writer named Kius is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If she survives, blah blah blah. Refugee empire. That's the royalty people, isn't it? Okay. Cool. Well, at least she's dressed. This is a good start. Okay, fine. Bio. She's a trigger happy. Oh, so pessimist. Well, she's got good company. You have tortured artist and a depressive. Now we have a pessimist. Okay, but good all-round skills. She's good at research and she's got good art. So that is not a bad thing whatsoever. Good. All right, let's give her a good rescue. Milan, can you go and pick up Q's? Q's? What's her health? Oh, she's got a wooden foot already. Okay. Other than that, she's all right. Okay. Off you go, Milan. Let's deal with this. She can keep Chris company. Now, infinite koi. Can we refill passive cooling? It's a little bit hot. And let's have a quick this quest. Rescue him. 4 turrets, 1 mortar, 2 enemies, and maybe an unknown threat. Last. Where is it? To be honest, the turrets are not that difficult to deal with. It's the enemies. There's only 2 of them. That's not that big a deal. Okay, how far is that? Okay, 1.85 days. Right, so here's what we're going to do. We will take this quest because 4 turrets. I can't turn that down. I'm going to try and capture them. If we get Q's joining us, we will take 3 people. We'll leave Q's and the non-violent person here, which I believe is if we get this person as well, I guess. No, there'll be 5 of us. No, I'll take 2, maybe 3 people, and I'll leave 2 at home. If we get this person, great, but if not, no big deal. And we'll go and rescue that person and hopefully get the turrets. So that's what we are going to do. Good. Infinite koi. So you got rebuffed by Paige. Change your mind, and then Paige hooked up with Milan. That's just the way people roll. I'm gonna say. Yep, get his bed built quick. Okay, Cuse, what do we need to do with you? In fact, nothing. There's nothing. You don't need to be treated. Cracked pelvis sounds painful. Oh, it needs tending. Right, okay. Who's our doctor? Is Milan. When you do that, can you prioritise tending? That'd be fab. Let's get this bed done. It's taking such a long time. Construction up to 6 now. No, don't stop. Someone's missing a bed. We can't stop. We don't have beds enough for everybody. Get going. We'll get a bed in a sec. I think this is your bed anyway, isn't it? No, it's not your bed. Oh, that's ironic. You're building a bed for Paige and Milan. Sorry. I know how you feel. Alright, you get bed now. Oh, I hope they hate it. Right, so this is for Paige and Milan. Where is Milan's bed? Oh, no, that's the one I took down, isn't it? Right. That's... Whoops. Hang on. Start from fresh, shall we? Right. So it's Milan and Paige. I've got this right, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. Dude, Milan, go to bed. Go to bed with your lover. I was expecting immediate jiggy, but that's not happening. is because he's recreation deprived. Well, they kind of go together, don't they? I'm not saying anything more on that. Right, we've reached the 1 hour mark. I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bumper episode. I think we made some really quite nice progress. We've got a couple of very interesting quests lined up, or at least one quest lined up, and potentially someone else who's going to join us. So this has been a good episode. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care out there.